trying something new with the lighting here, just using the natural light, so it may look really weird, may look good, I'm not really sure. Anyways, so big video plan coming up. So as you'll see in a moment, I, like many Warhammer fans, have a good collection of unpainted miniatures. And there's a few things coming up that really whip me into shape. One, well, I just want to get it all done. I think everyone wants to get through their pile of shame. So I really wanted to sort of put that to paper and do it. I'm not going to record everything because that would just get really overwhelming. So I'm going to probably do weekly updates on how much I've painted to cover the journey of getting through everything, really. As you'll see, I'm going to put some B-roll up of my miniature storage, or most of it at least, as you can see on the closet here. So, as you can see, this is where I keep most of my miniatures. There's not a lot of airflow in the closet, so I don't really mind keeping them here. You can see I've kind of already started segmenting things off here. I'm counting out my Space Marines. It's about 30-ish Space Marines that I need to paint, Loyalist. There's a few that I'm not going to paint that we'll cover later. You can see me here counting my Chaos Space Marines. It's, again, about 20, 23 models, I believe, somewhere around there. You can see me counting my Guard and such like that. Overall, the Guard's pretty shallow as well, probably about 10 models. Orcs are in a similar place, only a handful of models left for them. So really not too much, but it's just in conjunction with the fact that I also have my Tyranids from Leviathan. There is still a good amount of stuff that needs painting, though it's definitely not as bad as a lot of other piles of shame that I've seen, that's to be certain. There's also a couple things in here, like my Autarch that needs painting, but that's maybe 4 models for my Eldar that aren't painted. Off screen, you can't see it, but my Slaves to Darkness are not painted to their fullness, so they probably need about 10-ish, probably about 10, 12 models that need painting there. Actually, no, it's more like 20 because I have another 10 on the sprue that I got from the, not combat, the Spearhead, right? Because I really like that old Spearhead. You can see me just tallying up the few odds and ends. There's a few models, again, that won't get painted in this sort of rush for painting, as some of them will be videos, like a particular Space Marine Captain, and things like that. You can see these Mark 6 Marines that I'm really not a big fan of. I plan on either trading or selling them once I tally them all up. But in total, it's definitely not the most insane amount I've ever seen. Here you can see me holding that Captain that I plan to paint for a video, though his video's been delayed until his new version comes out, which got revealed a couple weeks ago. And you can see like Azrael here, who I plan to do a nostalgic video on. Anyways, let's get back into the real-time me talking, not post-recording. Now, as you can see, that's probably about, I want to say, rough estimate, about 150 to 170 models unpainted and unassembled. Granted, I think we can knock about 30 of those off, because I think I am going to sell my Mark 6 Marines, or just, trade them for something, because I'm not particularly a big fan of them. I bought Age of Darkness, but ended up not really liking the box. It was just way too many bolter guys and no options for them. That's why I really like Saturnine instead, because you get the disintegrator options. And there's also just more variety there. You get that big autocannon platform, you get the big dread, you get the Terminators, so on and so forth. And speaking of Saturnine, let's get into my reasons for doing this. 1. I really like the new Saturnine box. I love all the stuff in it, love these new Terminators, love this Dreadnought, so I want to finish my Heresy army off with this box. 2.
我非常喜欢这些新的微型模型。这个新的游戏系统虽然要学习的内容相当多，但它实在是太酷了，以至于我真的感到被它吸引。我爱这些家伙。
3. I just really like Eldar. I've liked them for a few editions, and I finally want to finish my collection of them. So as you can see, I am pretty dedicated to doing this because there's a lot of stuff coming up. Obviously, we covered it. Saturnine, Grand Cathay is getting released next week. Granted, I'm not going to buy that right away because I don't want to add anything. I have the Hatchet Partwork stuff coming in that I want to finish as well. And that's the main part of it, right? I just kind of want to be done with my pile of shame. Anything that I don't paint, I'm going to try and get rid of, as I covered, more so in detail in those previous sections. Anyways, my air conditioning just started, which means the audio is going to go to hell, but hey, that's what happens when you live in Arizona. Anyways, I've been Spoons Rattling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. One final note, I'm sure a lot of you didn't watch my video a few days back, but I really appreciate it if you did, because I've started working on a game and I'm really passionate about it, which is honestly taking away a bit of motivation from YouTube. But with this with this series going on, with the painting everything up, I just wanted to put that out there, because this is going to be a lot of my content. I'm still going to do the sisters 3D printed stuff. I've got a few other miniatures in there that are lined up for videos, which I covered in that section, and things like that. Anyways, I've been Smooth Rattling, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.